What is up, Heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central Live. I extra enunciated that unintentionally. But that's okay. How's everybody doing today? Terry Reams says, hi, Charlie. Good to see you. Shoot Texans. Seems a little excessive, but okay. How's it going? Captain Kark, good to see you, buddy. Ungro82. Klaus is in the house. Klaus is in the house. Oh, I can't let that happen again. Philip N. Pop, pop, pop. Hello. What's up, Peter? Jose. Paul Barber, different day, different hat. You know what I like, hats? This hair, I don't like to make my hair. I don't like to do anything with my hair, Paul. It's so easy to just shove it in. Michelle Smith joining us. Good to see you, Michelle. Peter Polvamucker. Video and voice good on Facebook. Thank you so much. Philip N says, good. Robert White, welcome to the live stream. Happy to see my team in your video today. You know, Alexander was a good team. It was a good team. Alexander, actually, you had asked me to call you something different. Didn't you? You asked me to call you a different name. If you, and I apologize, but if you could please remind me. Rika, welcome back to the live stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes to let people come into the chat. Double O. Okay, well, I'm definitely not gonna say that name. Clayton, welcome back. Christopher David, good to see you. Captain Bobby Jones, armor pin is more important if you have the stat. That's what we're gonna learn today, Captain Bobby. Jeffrey Parr. Jeffrey Parr is here. We're just going to call you Double O. All right? We're just going to call you Double O because I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that out loud. Christopher David, you're back and you're sad still? What's the matter, my friend? What is the matter? Only made it to the first boss by the stream start. LOL. What is up? My player name is None. Okay. So why is there heroes in fight in the dungeon? Why the dev doesn't make it only Titans? Monta HD, it's for the variety. You know, you'd get bored fighting Titans all day. Cham159 says armor pin all day. Helios prefers crit. That he does. Hello, Christopher David. Welcome back. Wasn't Ginger changed from having critical hit to having armor penetration? I do not remember, Finkelzo. Double O's on server 10 web. Well represented there. Let's do the Jeffrey Parr experiment. I'm on the wrong server, of course. Let's do a couple of things on here on the game, and then let's talk about critical hit versus armor penetration. This is actually a video that I've had in the queue, not like this live stream right here, but this is a topic. Why am I off center? Why am I off center? Somebody mess with my camera? This is a video topic that I've had actually partially thought out since like last summer. Since like last summer, whenever I first started playing with Kark a little bit, I was gonna do the Kira versus Kark video, and I did the Kira versus Kark video a couple months back. One of the best videos I've ever done, the Kira versus Kark video, very popular video. And Jeffrey Parr, crossing the legs, crossing the fingers, 3 Aurora Soul Stones. That's not gonna do it. Cleaver still eluding us. So the critical hit versus armor penetration is something that I've definitely wanted to explore in a video for a while, and I thought, you know, let's just chat about it in today's video. And the reason why I wanted to chat about it in today's live stream is because of the post that Hero Wars Mobile put out not too long ago, a couple hours ago, maybe it was yesterday actually. The one where it was asking us to, you know, how well do we know our heroes? And then it, you know, hit us with, you know, a couple 9 heroes asking us which ones have critical hit. Some of them are more obvious than others. Ah, okay, we got some real targets to hit today. I love it. Water team versus fire team. Let's go. Look at that pretty Moloch skin, though, man. This Moloch skin is one of my favorite Titan skins. Well, there's only 3, I guess. All right, so we wait, and then we hit it. We're going to go ahead and stun the enemy. Bleh. Pop the shield as Araji's hitting his laser beams. We're going to hit Mari's buff. Oh, Eden dropping the hammer down. Bringing it down. Bam. Don't even need the second totem activation. Don't even need it. Charlie, we can both agree that in the Kira vs. Kark vid, Kark totally won. Yeah. Talented at multitasking. My brother died. Oh man, Christopher David, I am so sorry for your loss, my friend. I lost my sister almost 2 years ago, and it was tough. It was tough. It was tough. So I'm definitely sorry about that. Got a Yasmin team here. With Martha in the back. No debuffs, so we don't need Isaac or Sebastian, really. Let's just stick with Nebula. This is probably going to be a mistake. Just need 34 more soul stones till Morgan is absolute star. Oh, Jose. Jose building the undead team. Oh, look at this frame. I love this frame. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. And here comes the Orion. I was going to wait to use Kane, but if I can get away with killing Astaroth and making him use his revive on himself, I'm definitely going to do that. We're going to go ahead and copy Aurora's ult. No, we're not. We're going to copy Orion's ult. But that's okay, because that did a ton of damage. Let's switch over to Dark Form. Curse Flame's going to block all of Martha's healing. Let's let Kane finish it off. Big Daddy Kane. What do you think of the new character, Isaac? Rick Weaver, I think he's necessary. I think he's necessary like Sebastian is necessary. And Aurora is necessary. Citadel's now open. Hey, Charlie, will you tell us which artifacts to choose from artifact chests? We kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. Complete. Okay, so we did Guild Wars on the second server. Let's go to the main server, do the Guild Wars there, and then we'll talk about our topic for the day. While we're changing servers, I want to talk a little bit about my trip over the weekend. So some of you know, some of you don't know. I took a little bit of a break from Hero Wars and live streaming to take a guy's trip down to Georgia. And we got like a 4-bedroom hotel, or Airbnb, a 4-bedroom Airbnb. And in this 4-bedroom Airbnb, there were 18 guys hanging out. 18, me and 17 other guys hanging out in this one building. Of course, a good chunk of them left to go to their own rooms, their own, D-Worm, and no pics of me up yet. There's the people that were there taking pictures, they haven't posted their footage yet. So we ended up with probably 12 to 14, maybe 15 people staying in this one Airbnb. And I went to this event, hung out in this event all weekend. And you know, before we go any further, I do want to mention that I was very safe. I protected myself as much as I could. I wore masks anytime that I was in a group. Or going into, you know, public buildings, or, you know, being around people in general. And several people in our group today heard back that they are negative for the thing. And we're not going to talk about the thing because I don't want to get demonetized. But several of them have reported negative results, which by the process of heard something, I don't know what that means. I believe that means that I am negative as well. So good stuff. Great news there. So let's do our Guild Wars and then let's do some math. You guys like math in Hero Wars? I love math. Going after Red Cross, we got Galahad. Speaking of armor penetration, we have a strong armor penetration team here. We got Elmer, who provides armor penetration. We got Kira, who loves armor penetration. Jorgen in the back. Jorgen in the back. Airbnb is... Actually, let me pause this. Airbnb is it's somebody's house that they're renting out for the night. Like if you had a house and you were leaving for holiday, for the summer or for the week, then you could rent out your house to other people that are visiting that area for the day or for a couple of days. No, David, it's not that. It's not that. It's I'm not sure what it's called. And if people cannot get sick to get a disease that has control. No, it's I know what that is, but that's not what it is. I'm saying that enough of my group have turned up negative that it's pretty much certain that I don't have it either. Christopher David, buddy, I know you're having a hard time right now, but you can't come into my place of work and spam like that. I apologize, but you can't be spamming like that, my friend. Kyle Lee doing things. Kyle Lee doing things while listening to my sweet, sweet voice. Let's see. Topaz Blue says, see any interesting critters while in Georgia? You know, I saw some spiders. There was a squirrel. I saw a couple of cats. Yeah. Ate a bunch of peaches. I ate a bunch of peaches while I was in Georgia. I did as much peach-based things. Oh, did I just skip that? Okay, so apparently I was going to beat this team no matter what. I accidentally hit skip fight and I won the fight. So, all right, so here's another team that has no armor penetration at all. Galahad, we're going to keep the same team. Wow, that was rough. Charlie, what is your expertise on the dungeon? Level up your tanks as much as you can, 00. Level up your tanks as much as you can. And anytime you have an opportunity to do multiple Titan elements, plug in your Hyperion with your tanks that need healing. That's how you do it. I can't believe I did that. That was so irresponsible. I'm glad I won. That was so irresponsible. Let's see if we can blow up Martha. We almost killed Celeste. This is not going to duplicate, but that's okay. We're going to get the heal in. I should have saved Faceless. That was a mistake. Enemy Celeste is down. Waiting for Fenris's blind to fall off. We'll go ahead and use Jorgen's ability to hit that. Look at that Ginger just tickling. That Ginger just tickling my group, not doing anything. Faceless with a double of Kark. Let's go ahead and use Martha to speed us up. Hit him with the Kark hammer again before I get... Oh wait, that's not fair. I hit the button before Fenris used his ult. That is not fair. We're going to copy... there we go. I did it before that time. We're going to copy Martha if we can. We have a whole 50 seconds to copy Martha. And we're going to copy Martha with Faceless to get all that bonus attack. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. There we go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. All right, back to the cop. We really can't beat Georgia Peaches. What happens if your heroes die in the dungeon? Nothing happens to your heroes in the dungeon. It's your Titans that don't regen their health. I understand that you have to keep your Titans alive because it seems like the dungeon is all about the Titans. It is. It is. No hero event tomorrow for mobile. As I was telling before, hero events might dry up for a while after Winterfest. Only 1 in 10 days after Winterfest. Yeah, there has been a hot minute. There has been a hot minute since we've gotten any... well, we had the Twins, right? The Twins event just a couple of days ago. Okay. So we're going to toggle back and forth here. So you guys ready for some math? You guys ready for math? Critical hit versus armor penetration. We're actually going to load up my website. HeroWarsCentral.com. Here we go. Game mechanics. Where's the stats? What are hero stats? Here we go. Primary stats. Here is the... So... Okay, actually, let's do this. Here we go. So 1,000 damage. It's actually probably a little too big. So let's go with like 55. Yeah. There we go. So let's say we do 1,000 damage. Figures also says critical is too random. Also depends on the opponent. Yep. Savrat, welcome to the live stream. Level 1 only, 61. So, okay, so we do 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage. Let's act like... enemy has 3,000 armor. All right. Whoops. And what is the other one? 9,000. So 9,000. 9,000 armor. This is not exactly how I hoped it would happen, but that's okay. 9,000 armor. So, if you do 1,000 damage, let's get mathematical. What does armor penetration and critical hit do? Ibrahim, that's what we're talking about today. So if you do 1,000 damage, and we're just using it as an arbitrary number, keeping it nice and clean as possible. Math is not Charlie's strong suit. I'll have you know that I'm incredible at math. Sometimes I get nervous because I'm talking to 124 of you. So, 50%, 3,000 armor means you do 500 damage. You take 50% less damage if you have 3,000 armor. And you take, whoops, let me spread this out just a little bit more. 250 damage if the enemy has 9,000 armor. Okay. So we're going to deal in absolutes here. We're going to keep dealing in absolutes here because it's going to be easier for math. So let's say you're doing 1,000 plus 3,000 AP. So if you have 3,000 armor penetration, it negates all of the armor. So armor doesn't care how much damage you do. The actual armor stat doesn't care, and the same goes for magic defense with magic damage. The actual armor stat does not care how much damage you do. What armor does, and here you go, you can take a look at it right here. 3,000 armor blocks half of the damage. 9,000 blocks 75% of the damage. Okay, it doesn't matter how much damage. It doesn't matter how much damage. It only matters this percentage. Now, the thing about armor penetration is with 3,000 armor penetration, 1 armor penetration removes 1 armor. Cat Bobby says, no hero would have more armor penetration than physical attack. That's true. But it doesn't get to 0. That is true, but we're just dealing with absolutes here. It does not get to 0, you're right. So now, you're doing the full damage. But with 6,000 armor, you're blocking something like 60% of the damage. So you'll do, and this is just made up math. You'll do 450 damage. So having the armor penetration allows your damage to get through. You attack an enemy. No, crit damage does not ignore armor. Wareth. Crit damage does not ignore armor. So armor penetration allows more of your damage to get through. Okay, it doesn't actually increase your damage. Armor penetration does not increase your damage. It increases the amount of damage that gets past the enemy's armor. Does that make sense? If you do 1,000 damage and you're negating the enemy's armor percentage or armor with armor penetration, then you're going to get more of your initial damage through. Okay, and the more armor penetration you have, the easier it is to crush all of the enemy's armor. Now, there is a point. There is a point that you have too much armor penetration. If you take a look at my website and take a look at max stats here, we'll sort by armor. Okay, you can see here that Ziri has the highest armor on mobile at 29,000 armor. Okay, so anything after 29,399, you should lower the 1,000 damage 1 cell. Yeah, you're probably right, Finkelzo. I'm bad at graphs too. Bad at math, bad at graphs. So all you need is roughly, 30,000 armor. Now, you got to take into account 2 things whenever you're talking about armor and armor penetration. You have to take into account your armor penetration artifacts and their armor artifacts. Right? So a lot of these heroes will provide armor buffs for their artifact weapon. Only 5 heroes, 4 on mobile and 5 on Facebook, provide armor penetration. Okay? So why aren't more teams using these 4? Why doesn't Kark teams use these 4 right here? Why don't Kark teams... Kark does not provide... Kark provides physical attack. Kark has his own armor penetration, right? Let's see. Mobile max stats. Kark has his own armor penetration, and it's almost enough. It's almost enough by itself to counter every enemy armor in the game. This is why Kark and Kira are so popular. And why isn't Astrid and Lucas as popular? That's a great question. But this is why Kark and Kira are 2 of the top physical damage dealers in the game. Because their armor penetration, their static armor penetration without a buff, provides enough armor penetration to get over the enemy's armor until the enemy uses their armor penetration, their armor artifact, and then it starts to go out the window. But see, Kira attacks everyone. Kark attacks the 3 with the lowest health. So oftentimes the enemy, your Kark is hitting those heroes that have low health and usually lower armor. Astrid and Lucas only hit a single target. Is that why? Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. A lot of people don't realize how high Astrid and Lucas's armor penetration actually is. Okay. Fun math. Fun math. Does anybody have any questions? Whoop. Oh, that was a mistake. Does anybody have any questions about armor penetration? That's why Faceless is key when using Kark. You kill those 2 or 3 heroes so quickly. Yep. Hey, Charlie, I just spent all my money on my Yasmin's Dodge Glyph. Also spent all my energy getting Yas almost purple. I'm not sure if it was a smart choice. What do you think? Ivan, Yasmin is amazing. Great choice. Great choice. Should I get Bob teams or use ODH? Ibrahim, both of those are solid choices. Who needs to go back to school? Definitely me. It's been a minute. Did you hear about the constipated mathematician who worked it out with a pencil? That is a terrible joke, Clayton, and I apologize for mentioning that out loud. Can there be a blend or dodge team? Yes, there can, Savrat. There can be. How to counter Helios without using Kark? Jorgen. You could use Jorgen. You could use Rufus. You can use a properly placed Dorian. All right. So, critical hit. Does Bob team provide a lot of armor penetration? It does not, Ibrahim. It provides very little armor penetration. Can you give examples of a blender dodge team in mobile? Yeah, Severide, I can work on that. I can work on that for you here in a little bit. Love my Yasmin on my team. Marika, Yasmin is so awesome. Kyle. Kyle doing some work over there of his own. Doing some mathematics of his own over there. Thanks a lot, guys. This YouTube or this live stream is definitely getting demonetized. Do you do additional damage when your armor penetration is higher than enemy armor? No, Chin Kim, you do not. You do not. You do not. Kira specifically does, because that is one of her skills. But armor penetration has what we call what is the term? I can't ever think of these terms whenever I'm live. Diminishing returns. Armor penetration has diminishing returns. They start to decline the more you have. So regardless of the amount of armor, if you have more AP, then all the damage goes through, and the percent reduction is only when AP is lower. Exactly, Klaus. Exactly. Buck Miller, see you next time. See you next time. So let's talk about that same 1,000 damage, but you crit. That same 1,000 damage, but you crit. So you hit an enemy. Seems like I need someone to crunch all this analytical data. Double O, this is part of my charisma, though. You guys watching me stumble over math is part of the reason why you come and enjoy this, to laugh at me, and I'm okay with that. The sheer amount of math for this game reminds me of school. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Dora, this is why I started the channel. Because of all of the information. All the information. So let's say you do 1,000 damage. You do 1,000 damage to an enemy that's got 3,000 armor. What happens? You lose 50% of that damage. Immediately, you lose 50% of that damage. 500, right? Let's say you critical hit, and we're just going to go ahead and guarantee a critical hit here. You guaranteed critical hit. Critical hit doubles your damage, and it is worth mentioning that only physical attacks can critical hit. Magic attacks cannot critical hit. Only physical attacks can critical hit. Right, 1,000 plus crit equals 2,000. So in this case, you do 1,000 damage. Exactly. 1,000 damage in this position right here. But the issue comes up. The issue comes up is that you don't crit every time. You can't crit every time, right? And what is the math? What is the formula for critical hits? This is a mess, though, guys. Critical hit is a mess. Your chance to critical hit, the percentage of the time that you critical hit the enemy is your crit stat divided by your crit stat plus the enemy main stat. So what this means is if your critical hit stat is equal to the enemy's main stat, okay, and those of you, and you guys know what a main stat is, right? The main stats are strength, intelligence, and agility. If you have a strength hero, then strength is their main stat. If you have an agility hero, then you have agility as their main stat. Your critical hit is equal to the enemy's main stat. You have a 50% chance to crit. Okay, 50% chance. So only half the time do you do this 1,000 damage if your critical hit is the same as the enemy's main stat. And this is impossible to calculate in a really arbitrary manner because everybody has a different max main stat. You know, everybody's main stat doesn't stop at 14,000. Armor piercing and armor penetration, not in this game. Armor piercing, I believe, is a skill. Armor penetration is, I mean, they're synonyms, Jose. I mean, if we're looking at a thesaurus, armor penetration is the same as armor piercing. So 1,000 damage, yeah, but you lose your ability. You lose your ability to do this damage a good chunk of the time. And a fight could go either way. Really counting crit hit is hard? Yeah. A fight could go either way. You could hit every single critical hit. It's like flipping a coin, guys. Can you flip a coin and get heads every single time? Well, the answer is no. It's impossible. It's a 50% chance to get heads, a 50% chance to get tails. So if you land on heads every single time, and the highest critical hit heroes, aside from Yasmin, like Yasmin's a special case, but the highest critical hit heroes only barely scratch the 50% mark without buffs. Then only half the time you're doing 1,000 damage. The rest of the time, you're doing 500 damage. So in that instance, if you hit the critical hit, it is the same as having 3,000 armor penetration. I bet if you cheat, you can get it every time. Yeah, true. Does Yas have armor penetration? Wait too loud, go to HeroWarsCentral.com. Check out Heroes max stats and find out. Sebastian and Jet to increase that chance in those teams. Yeah, you can also use critical hit artifacts. It isn't impossible to get heads every time, just a low chance. That is true. I can't say party hard. I can't say it's impossible. That is true. That's the nature of statistics. Statistics suck. Right? So then, let's take a look at the 9,000 armor. So 9,000 armor. 9,000 armor reduces 75% of the damage. So now you're at 250 damage, just like above. And then let's say you critical hit, you double that damage. So it's 500 damage. Okay. So you're doing the same damage if you critical hit as those heroes with 3,000 armor. That's the rub of it. The higher the enemy armor is, the less effective critical hit is. Same can be said for armor penetration as well. But at least with armor penetration, it's a guaranteed... Is it over 9,000? It might be. At least with armor penetration, it's a guaranteed damage. Now, the reason why critical hit teams work is because of Sebastian, right? It's that chance to do really, really, really high spiky damage. You have a hero like Kira, who, for the most part, let's take a look at Kira here. For the most part, Kira has higher armor penetration than all of the enemy heroes in the game. For the most part. So this blue ability goes nuts. And... Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Violet ability that adds the extra pure damage. 29,000 armor penetration for your Kira is amazing. Chromatic. Wei Chi Lao says my Isaac is orange. Yep. Got him to orange today. So, without having Sebastian, and we're not talking about Yasmin here, because Yasmin is a different case, and I'll talk about why in just a second. Without having Sebastian, most critical hit teams fail. As a math lover, I feel pain watching you massacre it. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Kira has less armor penetration than Galahad, Luther, and Ziri only. Yep, that's right. That's right. If only Galahad protected his team like Luther and Ziri did, then they might have a chance. Captain Bobby Jones, Kira does not surpass Astaroth's armor. When it all comes down to it, it's like this. You need something extra. Math is hard. You need something extra, guys. You need something extra. Yasmin does pure damage with her poisons, right? Kira has her violet ability that adds the pure damage on top of her attacks. You have Daredevil on mobile, who's hitting multiple times, depending on who's behind her. And she has just all of that physical attack increase. Kira's good only with winter skin. Simha, you got to imagine yourself in the same position as other players. If you think in absolutes, like I'm going up against an enemy team that is maxed out, then yes, that is correct. Kira is only good with the winter skin. But you're not often going up against teams that are completely maxed out like that. That have, you know, maxed out gifts, maxed out artifacts, maxed out glyphs, maxed out skins. That's not always the case. Kira's good only with winter skin. Let's take a look at these max stats. You guys are talking about max stats. Let's take a look at them. We're talking about Facebook. Facebook max stats. Armor penetration. Kira has 36,000. Astaroth has 34,000. Simaram, yeah. If you go to my website, you can see where Morgan is. Wherever she is. I don't know. Often you're facing people who didn't invest heavily in their hero's main stat, so crit might actually be decent. See, Finkelzo brings up another point that I was about to make, is most people don't invest in their default skin. I've been preaching forever that you need to get Astaroth's armor skin and get that leveled up. Strength generally does not help Astaroth as much as flat armor and magic defense does, because Astaroth is a magic tank. But strength does help. Strength adds to, you know, physical attack and health, and it lowers the chance of being of being dodged and critical hit. So if you have a hero like Kark is another great example. And let me show you why. So I always tell people to grab this stellar skin as soon as possible. Get this stellar skin maxed out as soon as possible, because it's armor penetration. This is just straight damage increase. But what if you've been neglecting your your main stat? Then Kark is going to be more susceptible to critical hits. Armand, 100% true. 100% correct. Armand says or asks, so it doesn't matter how much higher your armor penetration is than the enemy's armor, just so long as it's higher. Correct. You don't get any bonus damage. Jace, Craven, Lasagna. I think I'm going to have... I don't know. Maybe a brownie. Might have a brownie after this, once my day's been completed. Dante can decrease main stat. That's true. Unknown artist. Howdy. Welcome back to the live stream. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's been a while. So does anybody have any questions about that? Morgan has armor penetration artifact. Yep. Sure does. It's been brought to my attention that I'm missing some stuff. Morgan armor penetration. I'm missing Isaac here. In the Facebook max stats, I somehow forgot to add in Leon and Heidi's devil skins. And on the mobile max stats, I haven't added in any of the winter skins for the mobile heroes yet. So that's a bummer. I need to get to those. I would say early on, level up the physical attack, armor pen, crit, then the main stat for damage dealers. That is, yeah, that is my order. 100% that's my order. Need to round out all that stuff. Makes it hard to decide where to spend resources. Yep. In due course of game progress, does armor reduce... Does a dodge hero dodge every Kane shuriken because Kane does not have the agility, strength, or intelligence? Corey, I don't know. I have no idea. Card got to orange. Michael, congratulations. Corey, I don't know the answer to that. Does anybody know the answer to that? Does dodge hero... Huh. They do not dodge all of his shurikens. Then how is that calculated? How is that calculated? I gotta ask somebody. I gotta ask somebody that. That's a fantastic question. That's a fantastic question. So, Ibrahim asks, armor penetration or critical hit to focus on? Well, that depends on what kind of player you are. Armor penetration is a guaranteed path to victory. Guaranteed damage. No spiky damage unless your heroes innately provide spiky damage. You've got only a handful of heroes in the game that provide their own armor penetration, first of all. Right? We can look at it right here. Kira, Astrid, Lucas, Kark, Elmir, Darkstar, Ginger, Ishmael, Fox, Artemis, Ju, Qingmao, and Vari and Daredevil on mobile. They all have their own a little bit of armor penetration, whether it's from a skin, glyph, or possibly some items that you use to promote the hero. Do you like having knowledge if you're going to win or not? Then armor penetration is probably a little better. If you want big flashy numbers and a chance to win, the reason why I like the Kark Blender team so much, Kark, Sebastian, Nebula, Jet, plus a tank. The reason why I like that team so much is because it has a chance to win no matter what. Spiky damage means, like Zikri, like if you're just going along, you're damaging, and then you critical hit. And then you're damaging, critical hit. Albus doesn't miss? Okay. What about Dante? I don't believe Dante has armor penetration. Oh, he does. Did I not add Dante's solar skin? Oh, he's different. He's different on this is mobile max stats. Let's see. Facebook max stats. Yeah, Dante has armor penetration on Facebook, but not mobile. Albus is pure damage. Tinkles though. Kark Blender is hit or miss. That's exactly the point. Has a chance to win no matter what. See, it's pure damage because it's green. Albus, no. SS Wally, Albus is not magic damage. It's pure damage. Patronage power are the pet's main stat. Oh, okay. Okay, Captain Bobby, that's not bad. That's not a bad assumption. Should I use armor penetration or critical hit for defense? I mean, both work. Both work. Corvus Totem does pure damage. Yep. Let's see here. I would really like to get my Isaac up to max level. So close. So close. Ugh. All right, we're going to try this. Twins with Jew. Interesting. That's 300. That's 300,000 power level higher than me, though. Let's try this team. Let's try... Let's go with... Let's try Isaac Kark on this guy. My main team on my second account, Akira, Dante, Astaroth, Qingmao, and Celeste. Oh, that's a solid team, Ken. Don't battle that guy? Definitely not. Ah, the silence landed on some of them, but not all of them. Here comes another big hit. Helios and Orion get stunned for a couple of seconds. It's a good time. Ah, stunned the tank and Celeste. Okay. Oh, there goes Celeste. Orion is down. I love Faceless, guys. I love Faceless so much. And Kark, it's so good when a plan comes together, guys. My first and second strings are at level 130, working on third. Ooh, Rika, that's awesome. What team are you working on for your third team in Grand Arena? Prob timeout on Astaroth? Yeah. Could be. Could be. With Isaac, you don't have a you don't I think a lot of timeout teams are going to go away with Isaac. Ryan Darnell is so behind schedule today. Man, you got to start. You got to make that bed first thing. Got to get on task. Keep on rolling. Kira, Elmer, Qingmao, Astaroth, and Maya. Okay, okay. Nice mix there. I like it. I like it. Randy. You know what? Let's just hit this ODH. Let's just keep hitting ODH teams. This team is a good amount higher than my team, but let's give it a shot. Over the top armor penetration? Yeah, it is a lot. That is a lot. See, I find that I'm going to win this based on if Isaac's ultimate lands or not. This first ultimate, if it lands and he silences... he's silenced. Okay, he silenced the people that I cared about silencing, the back three. Nice job, Isaac. Here he goes again. Boop. Didn't silence as many people there. That's okay. He's about to start providing that that physical attack buff. Martha keeping my team alive. Oh no. Kark is down. Didn't quite do it. Now if you can keep him alive. That's all right. Ooh, we got an enemy Anvari team. Amenadiel. Do you guys know who Amenadiel is? It's not as squishy as the last one because of Jorgen. Yeah. True, true, true. So we're gonna drop in Jorgen. All right. We're gonna try our best here. This is gonna be a bad situation because of Fenris. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Got a lot of damage here. The enemy Galahad's going to be protected from the knockup, but that's okay because I don't care. Never hit that guy. No. Why not? Because he's got Anvari. Well, okay, Klaus. He was an angel before the TV show Lucifer, but yeah, Amenadiel was made popular from the TV show Lucifer. Oh, I got that. I got stunned by the Anvari. Kira's down. Here comes the shield. Yasmin dodged my Kark ult. Yasmin's down. Got a minute and 20 seconds to kill off these 3. Do I have it? Kark keeps ulting after Fenris blinds me, though. I got to kill that enemy. I got to kill that enemy, Martha. And it's not happening because of the timing. Look at Kark kill. Yeah, it's just that enemy Fenris is shutting me down. Enemy Fenris is shutting me down. Come on, do it. Yeah. We just don't have enough damage. Don't have enough damage on this team. Cocaine Cluppy team. I got Cleaver on Sunday. What would he fit in? Ooh. Congratulations. Tough crew. Tough crew for sure. Seems that Jorgen doesn't really affect Anvari. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. God, I'm so far away from level 130 on this account. What's the best Kark team? Ibrahim? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Kark is so good in so many different team compositions. He's so good in a lot of different competitions. Let's see. So we have a Kark. Is this guy using Kark to tank? Look at this team: Kark, Kira, Nebula, Cornelius, Martha. What is this team? I don't know, but I want to fight it. We're going to go ahead and use Jorgen. Yeah, we're going to keep Jorgen in. Best Kark team now. Guess most effective: Aurora Kark, Sebastian, Celeste, Faceless. I like that team. Yeah, guys, on the agenda today is to get to 200 likes. Please consider leaving a like on the live stream. Kira's down. Kark tanking is down. Now Nebula's tanking. Is Kark dead on mobile if the server's full of Anvari? Sean? Yeah, unfortunately, you gotta get around that Anvari one way or another. Wait, Chilao. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Ooh, my Celeste is dead. My Aurora is dead. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I spoke too soon, guys. I spoke too soon. Just kidding. Hey, Charlie, we got 69 likes. Only 69? Who should I use with Jasmine, especially to keep her alive? I mean, if you're trying to keep her alive, then you can use Marcus. Cornelius, epic save? Definitely. Crushing my Celeste probably shut me down. I want to try Isaac here. I know it's better to use Nebula here, but I want to try Isaac. Hey, does VIP 10 buy ever refresh? No, Josh, they do not refresh. Replay Kark tank? I will. I'll go replay that. Any clue as when the next rotational Titan event is? Not yet. Not yet. I need a purple axle for my Celeste. Okay. I have a purple axle. I just haven't... I need to put her on. I really just don't like the timing. Okay, Kark is down. Enemy team is silenced. Nice. Target says Isaac to orange. He just wants to use him no matter what. I like Isaac a lot. I like him. In a way, he's me, right? I just sit around playing video games all day. Sitting in my chair. I got little floaty Remy balls. Let's rewatch this fight. It's all over whenever my Celeste goes down. Long time since the Titan event. They changed stuff. Now only elements. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I thought once I cleared Kira here, I thought that they had no chance. I was like, okay, 2 enemies down. But this big big Cornelius hit just... I mean, Celeste is my healer, right? But, see ya. And then the Alba's just dropping my Aurora, because you can't do anything about it. Why is my wife in my account? Tough question. Next year's pandering to their audience with Isaac. Is a magician like me. I think that Isaac would have been better with a little mask, though. Like, Cornelius just crushing me. This shows me, guys. This shows me that, like I want to see these stats. Normally, I don't preach Cornelius in a team. You plug Cornelius in. You plug Cornelius in against certain teams, but this just kind of shows you. So I'm using. Should I use Axel? It's not a bad idea, actually. Is my Mara not up yet? Oh, wow. Yeah. I have a long way to go on this account. I have a long way to go. Long way to go. We'll get there. Eugene, Merc. Ooh, Bob won. Let's do it. What happened to your fancy background? What? Dude was just too big? Hit him with the Axel Celeste. Hit him again. Oh, I should hit him again. Okay, yeah. I should have attacked the same guy. No. All right, who was that? It was Melinda. Let's see if we can fight Melinda again. On the screen background? How does Merlin's pet availability work? Like with Yeah, that's exactly right, Rahul. That's exactly how it works. Where you at, Merlin? Dun 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 dun. Sub to Charlie. Max test this team. Oh, we'll do max test probably tomorrow though. Did I spend 50 emeralds and I'm not gonna be able to find this person? Got to run. Ned, I'll see you next time. Completely unrelated question. Does Skull Coin Exchange give more gold every time you level up? Yes. I think it does. I think it does. I think the higher you get, the more gold you get. There's a lot more Kark teams on this server than there used to be. A lot more Kark teams. Come on, Merlin. Where are you at? Oh, Melinda. Excuse me. It's Melinda, not Merlin. Wait, what rank was she? Melinda? $50 emeralds. But it's good content, though, Zikri. It's good fun. Why, Captain Bobby, why are you constantly making fun of me? That's the question that I gotta ask. Can anybody help me with that? I think I need to ask one of the community managers why Captain Bobby Jones makes fun of me in every single one of my live streams. Why are your color ranks so high, Captain Bobby Jones? Answer me that. Probably lower rank than where you are now. Probably. Either lower or higher, outside of the range. I'm going to submit a ticket. Get help. Let's see what happens. Captain Bobby Jones. Why does Captain Bobby Jones make fun of me in every live stream? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want Captain Bobby to get in trouble. I don't want his account to get. Oh, there's Melinda. Yeah, okay. All right, let's try this again. Wait, what team did I use? Jorgen. It was Jorgen, right? Leon Salah. Yeah, it was Jorgen. Let's try it again. Charlie, if you get my account banned, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, Blues hockey tonight, guys. Super excited. Let's go Blues. Bet. Kark down first. Cure down. There comes that big hit, though. Here comes that big hit. Enemy, any Nebula. Cornelius just took a ton of damage. Here it goes. Oh, I dodged it. I dodged it. I dodged that big hit. Who am I rooting for in football? You know, I haven't looked at the teams. I haven't looked at the football. Are you talking about American football or football? Captain Bobby. Long live Aurora. Now the question is do I have enough damage? Celeste coming in clutch there, healing. Oh, get that Martha. Get that Martha. Get that Martha. She's got a sliver of health left. Okay, Martha's down. Game over. Charlie, why would I be talking about soccer football? I'm not a European. Yeah, well. Gotcha. How are they staying alive so long? It's a solid Martha. Solid Martha is what that is. It was a good fight, though. Albus carrying. Good fight. Got Oliver on Cornelius. That's smarts. Fenris on Kark is not my first choice. I like Mara a little better. Axel on Martha is what's causing the issue. And then Kane on Nebula, of course. I wonder if he doesn't have Mara leveled up yet. Excuse me. Although I guess if Kark is out front, I mean, I'm not sure that I would even put Fenris on there. Cornelius has high-powered Oliver. That's how he survived so long. Watch it again. Crit dodge RNG in action? No kidding. No kidding. Yeah, 77 or 7,744. That's pretty good. My highest pet is 3,000. His Oliver is over double the strength of my highest pet. His Oliver is over double, like all of his pets. 104. Well, that's patronage power. That's not pet power. Wow, I got a long way to go. So every hero can have a pet in team? Yeah, every hero. Every hero. Streamer dodge. Charlie and Cornelius second ult. Alex stopped Celeste from dying. Yes, 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 he did. Yes, he did. What's the most amount of tightening that you've got from the dungeon? You know, I think I've pushed to like 500-600. 500 or 600 is the highest I've gotten. I don't really push that hard. Occasionally my guilds will have events where we really push for Titanite in a day, but usually we just go for a nice level number. I go for 300 or the next, whatever the next level is. But usually I stop at 300 because my guild has enough. All Facebook battles are over a minute long. On mobile, I rarely go past 30 seconds, says Mini Drag Bike. True. Charlie gave away a totem fragment. Oh, I see. Bing Bong. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Bing Bong. You missed your chance at a totem fragment. Live stream tomorrow is in the evening. Later on, right? Live stream on Thursdays are going to be at 7:30 Central Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 1:30 a.m. or 1:30 UTC. I hope to see you guys there. I know it's a different crowd that joins. I know it's a much different crowd that joins, but if you haven't already, please consider leaving a like on this video. I feel like we had a lot of fun. We had our ups and downs today. We did some math poorly. We talked about different ways to beat different teams, and we beat a Kark tank team, which is not sure how I feel about all that, but it is what it is. I I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.